guys, it's your girl Jazz Too Cute, and this is my first video. It's gonna be a Q&A regarding dental assisting. So if you're here for dental assisting, power to you. And that's it. It's my first video. I hope you guys like it and enjoy. Let's get the video started. It's gonna be a get ready with me. So while I'm answer these questions, I'm gonna be putting on my makeup, and there's it. Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about dental assisting, a bunch of questions that people normally ask. This girl, she recently reached out to me because I've been a dental assistant for about 2 years now, and I guess her sister wanted to become a dental assistant, and I figured, well, since I'm one, I might as well, you know, make a video, answer all the questions that she asked me. It was just her. She asked me, she a real one. So get props to you, girl, because you making me make this video. And it's just for everybody, to inform everybody if you want to become a dental assistant in the near future. I'm going to be going over the steps that I usually do when I want to do my makeup. So first step is prime. I usually like shave my face with a blade that my brother uses, or like the barber uses. And like get all the hair off and the dead skin and put it on. I do that about like once a week, and it feels good and it applies my foundation very well. First question that she asked is, how long does it take to become a dental assistant? It really depends on the school that you go to. I know some friends that I have, they went to school for about a year. My aunt told me about a shorter school that was only about 3 months. So it was like not a lot of time spent in dental assistant school compared to people who actually went to like a community college or a different school, whatever, to get that certificate. You learn more outside of school. I didn't really learn a lot. Like, I got out of school not really knowing anything. All right, so next question. What do you learn in dental school? Well, the school that I went to, it was not a lot of book work compared to people who went to school for a year. I've heard they did a lot of book work like the first couple months, and then the rest of the months there, it was like hands-on, which that kind of sucks for them, because I would get bored and I'm not like a book person. I'm more of like a hands-on learner. So sucks for them. Anyway, what we learned, we took a full mouth series x-ray on our partner. We took an impression on our partner. In a group, we did how to put on a matrix band on a tooth, and how to make temporaries, and pour up models, and honestly that's about it. You just kind of had to learn it once, remember the instruments, and like get sent on your way. Like, they throw you to the wolves, you know, after that. As long as they got their money, that's all I care about. Next question. The difference between a hygienist and a dental assistant. Well, there's a huge difference once you're in the office and you know a hygienist from a dental assistant, because the dental assistant is always with the doctor and assists the doctor only. Well, it depends. It depends on your office. Sometimes hygienists have dental assistants to assist them when they need to, but like I said, dental assistants are with the doctor, and the hygienists have their own patients, and they mainly focus on cleaning the teeth. They do not worry about what the doctor is doing at all, and that's just what it is. We stay on our side, they stay on their side, and sometimes we end up best friends, like me and Nicole. What up? That's my OG. She cleaned my teeth, and that's the only one I let clean my teeth. Anyway, and next question is, how much do you earn right after school? Now, this is a toughie because it really depends on where you live. It depends on like the higher end cities. Like say we got Bradenton, Sarasota, Brandon, and Tampa. Tampa, I'm sure they're gonna pay you a lot more because that's the tourist spot. Also, if you're in a specialty, if you're dental assisting for a specialty, like say you're an assistant for an endodontist, which just do root canals or specialize in root canals, then you get paid more than what a general dentist assistant does because it's not a specialty. It all plays into that. But when I started off of school, I started off at 13, which was good for me because the jobs I had before that were always like 12 and under. So I was like, okay, I'll take a little dollar or whatever. But as you get experience, you get a little more money, of course, because you know your worth and you're like, I ain't settling for nothing, so I'm gonna need y'all to give me some money. Money's never enough. You won't start off at as what someone would if they're like 5-10 years. I know a girl who's at like 27, and I know that they're starting hygienist right out of school like 33. So that's like not too far from what a hygienist make. And a hygienist had to go to school for 2 years to learn how to clean, so it just all depends. Anyway, next question. She asked, was it hard to find a job right after school? And honestly, it's a little intimidating. Like once you finish school, you're like, oh my god, now I have to apply for like a job that I never really did. Like in your head, it's like higher than what a normal job, like working at a restaurant or whatever, if that makes sense. You're like, oh my god, like this is my first professional job. So it's like kind of intimidating. But then again, like you gotta think, like they're just people like you. We're all human. And we all just wanna work and get this paper. So yeah, I applied for Aspen Dental and a different place. And Aspen called me back within like 2 days. When I first got hired at Aspen, I had 2 jobs, so I quit one of them and I was still working like nighttime. But it was like too much. Like the hours usually for dental assisting is like Monday through Friday, like 8 to 5 or 8 to 6 usually. There it was 8 to 6, and then on like Thursdays we would work I forgot. I don't work there no more. It was like till 8 o'clock, like I think it was like 10 to 8, and on Thursday. And on the weekend we would work 1 Saturday a month. On Friday we would be there to 8 to 1, which was good. It was good if we had to work a Saturday. But that's pretty much it. The job that I work at now, it's Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. On Tuesdays we're there a little later, so it's like 8 to 7. And Fridays we're 8 to 1, so that's good for me, and we get weekends off always. A lot of people do ask, this wasn't one of the questions on there, but a lot of people do ask which is better, a private practice or a corporate office. And to me, I used to be very against corporate. I mean, not corporate, private, because I felt like, I don't know what I thought in my head, but boy, let me tell you, I was wrong. Like Aspen was my first, obviously, dental job ever, right after school. And I was there for about 1.5 years. And the first year was pretty cool. I liked it. They taught me a lot and I learned everything from there. But eventually you start to notice things about the company that's kind of messed up. And they don't treat you well. They're really more about their money. And I'm not just saying that, I'm really saying that. When I first got hired at Aspen, one of the lead dental assistants, she don't work there no more. And I'm spilling the tea, so she told me like the most raise you'll ever get is like a year is like 10 to 15 cents. I say, you lying. Like, I didn't believe her. Here we go, a year later. And they charged me with some 10 cents. And I complained to my doctor. I'm like, girl, you better get your stuff together. We talked to the owner of some of the offices and she got me right. So I was like, okay, girl, you my doctor or whatever. But yeah, they try you like that. Like, ain't nobody want to work hard for a whole year to get a whole 10 cent, 15 cent raise. Would I recommend dental assisting? Oh, wait, I didn't finish about the private. So anyway, back to that. I left Aspen Dental. The hygienist I used to work for, she went to a different practice because she worked at Aspen Dental too for about 10 years. She went to the private practice first, and she told me, like, when I left, she was like, oh, you should come here, da da da, like, they're really nice people. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was like a little iffy about it. 3 months later, I actually really love it. I love the family, I love the people who I work with, and they're all just amazing. I actually learned something more and beneficial for me if I ever did decide to leave, which is actually really cool. Like, my worth went up going to this office, but they pay really good, so I'm happy. Shoot, the money talk good, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, would I recommend it? Yes, I actually really love dental assisting. I love meeting new people, except the mean ones. They be mean sometimes. I'm like, you need to get yourself together, okay? Because you always have to have a positive attitude because people are scared of the dentist. So if, like, your attitude is like, hey, how you doing? They are not gonna feel comfortable and they're not gonna come back. Infection in the gums can lead to other heart stuff, okay? Or other issues in the body. So don't be trying to play with your little nasties only brushing once a day. Y'all think I don't know? Anyway, I would recommend it. I think it's a great job. But the only thing is, I don't think it's long term. And what I mean by that, I would never be a dental assistant for about 10 years. Unless the pay was really good and worth it. You can be a dental assistant. Why not go ahead and take the extra mile to do hygiene? You know what I mean? Like, it's worth it. Hygiene's more money and it's easy. You just clean teeth. That's it. But I've also heard from hygienists that they get bored after a while because that's all they do. And it just kind of depends, you know, where you want to take your life. But dental assistant is definitely not a long-term thing. If you're a good dental assistant, they start to take advantage of you after a while. Like, if you say yes to one thing, they expect you to say yes to everything. I guess that's the con, another con. And it's, like, I'm good at stuff, but there's stuff, like, I start to notice that they're like, oh, can you do that for me? Can you do that for me? I'm like, look, I'm just a dental assistant. I ain't no front desk girl. I ain't trying to be on the computer, okay? Like, don't be trying to get my position mixed up. If they need your help in the front one day, just say no. That ain't my job. Just kidding, you know you ain't finna say no. You know you're finna do that, whatever they say. The things that they didn't teach me in school, which I would like to mention, there's actually a lot. But one of the main things is like assisting the dentist, literally. Like learning how to hold a suction, learning how to, or the steps of a procedure. They don't teach you any of that stuff. And thankfully I had a patient lead dental assistant to like teach me everything I know. When I meet someone who's like doesn't really know what they're doing and they're fresh out of school, like I do everything I can to make them very knowledgeable, like how to hold a suction, which way is better. If you see him or her doing this, you should try to do this, you know, like always come up with a plan. So I hate dental assistants who are like really experienced and they're like, I'm not gonna teach that newbie, da 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 da. Like, she should have went to school, that's what she went to school. No, stop being like that. Just teach her. You're gonna have to work with her, so get her up to par as much as you are. Encourage her to do better. Give her advice. Like, people are not nice these days. Like, they just want to be the best and that's that. Not me. I want everybody to eat off my plate. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I answered most of the questions for some people who are looking to getting into the dental field and becoming a dental assistant. If I didn't, if there's more questions, I can always make a part 2. And yeah, if you have any other questions about anything else, my name is Jasmine2Q, and you know, if you ain't with me, I'll give you the boot. You heard?